Welcome to physics classes for 10th standard. Today we are going to see the different types of image formation by a concave mirror. So in the previous class you have seen what's the difference between a concave and a convex mirror. Now depending upon the position of the object, we are likely to obtain different type of image. Sometimes we will get a small size image, sometimes we will get a big size image, sometimes virtual, sometimes real. So that all depends on the position of the object. So at which position we place the object with respect to the pole of the spherical mirror. Okay. Now we'll start with the object at infinity. See, suppose we have a concave mirror. Just draw a shape of a concave mirror. We'll shade this side. So it's a concave mirror. The center of the mirror is called a pole. This is our principal axis. And we can mark the focus and center of curvature. See, we have an object at infinity. See, if the object is at infinity, the light rays coming from the distant object, see, they will be parallel to each other. Also parallel to the principal axis. We can draw many light rays from the distant object. All the light rays are parallel. Okay. Now what happens to these parallel light rays? These parallel light rays, according to, we have seen the rules for drawing ray diagrams. So if light rays are parallel, after reflection, these light rays should pass through the focus. See, all these light rays should pass through the focus. All light rays are passing through the focus. Okay, so at the focus, we will get a very small image. See, we will get a point-sized image. A point-sized image we obtain at the focus. You obtain a point-sized image at focus. It will be a real image because it is in front of the mirror. If you place a screen there, you can see the image. Whereas object at infinity. So object is placed at infinity. We are getting the image at the focus. It's a very tiny point-sized real image. If it is a real image, it will be inverted also. So I can say it is inverted also. Inverted. The image will be inverted. Now what we will do, we will just bring the object towards the center of curvature. Just beyond the center of curvature, we will place the object. We have the pole, focus and center of curvature. We place the object just beyond center of curvature. This is the object. Now let us consider two light rays. One light ray parallel to principal axis. Definitely it should pass through the focus. And we are familiar with this ray. Now we can draw one more light ray, let it pass through the focus. And this light ray, since it is passing through focus, it should become parallel. Okay, it should become parallel after reflection. This is a parallel light ray. Now where they meet, somewhere here they will meet. After reflection, here we will get the image. See, compared to object, image is small in size. Whereas image obtained between center of curvature and focus. So we can say object, here the object is beyond C, just beyond the center of curvature. Whereas image obtained, image is, we can say it's a real image. Okay, it's a real image. Real image is obtained. Real image, in bracket we can write inverted also. Real and inverted image we will obtain between C and F, between center of curvature and focus, between C and F. Okay, and small in size. The image will be small in size. Compared to object, the image will be small in size. So here we are getting a real image, inverted real image between C and F, and it is small in size. Okay. Now for the next step, what we will do, we will move the object further towards center of curvature, or exactly at center of curvature we are going to place the object. Now we can see we bring the object exactly at the center of curvature. We have the concave mirror and we mark the center of the concave mirror called pole. We place object at center of curvature. Now we draw the light rays. First light ray parallel to principal axis passing through the focus. We can draw the next light ray passing through focus. It becomes parallel. So they meet here. See, at the center of curvature itself we get the image on the same place. This is also a real image, inverted but same size. So we will get a real, okay, inverted, real, inverted and same size image. and same size image at center of curvature. That's the position. What's the position of object? Object is also at C. Object at C, image also at C. We are getting a real image. Real image means inverted. So always real image will be inverted, real inverted image, but same size, same position as that of the object. Okay. Now we'll see the next one. We'll just bring the object between C and F. Between center of curvature and pole, we'll place the object. We have the pole, then focus and center of curvature. We place object here between C and F. Now we can see, we can draw the necessary light rays. First light ray we can draw parallel to principal axis, it is passing through the focus. Okay. Second light ray we can draw oblique incident. It is incident at a pole at an angle. It is obliquely reflected. See, after reflection the light rays meet here. So compared to object, this is very bigger in size. So we can write it is a real, it is in front of the mirror. We can say real image, inverted image, and a big size and enlarged. Okay, enlarged. Where is the image formed? Image formed beyond C. It is formed beyond the center of curvature. Where is the object? Object is object between, we can say object between C and F. C and F. And we have got image beyond the center of curvature. Okay, we have got image beyond center of curvature. Further, what should be the next position? We can expect the next position of the object since we gradually move the object towards the towards the pole. Initially it was at infinity, then we brought it towards the center of curvature, exactly center of curvature, between center of curvature and focus. Now we need to place object at focus. We will see which type of image we are going to obtain. Okay. Now we have drawn the principal axis, pole, focus and center of curvature. Okay, we can extend the principal axis. We place object at focus. See, one light ray we draw, it is passing through pole, obliquely incident. It is reflecting obliquely back. Second light ray we can draw, which is passing through center of curvature. We know that light ray through center of curvature pass straight without. See, it will reflect along the same path. Okay, it is reflecting back. See, these light rays are going to infinity. That is almost parallel. These light rays are going to infinity. So, at infinity they will meet. Okay, at infinity they will meet. It will be a real image. So, we can say object at focus. Object at focus. Where will we get the image? We will get a real inverted. Okay, real inverted and highly enlarged. It's a very big image. Highly enlarged image at infinity, we can say. So the image will be formed at infinity. Okay, now last one, we can just bring the object between focus and pole, and that will be the last ray diagram for concave mirror, image formation by concave mirror. This is our concave mirror. We have the principal axis, then we have the pole, focus and center of curvature. We place the object somewhere here. So I have drawn two light rays. One light ray obliquely incident, obliquely reflecting away. Okay. Second light ray, we can draw light ray passing center of curvature. This is also reflecting away. See, these light rays are never going to meet. Even at a long distance, they cannot meet. So where they can meet? If we extend them behind the mirror, we can see that these light rays are going to meet. Somewhere here the light rays can meet. Okay, so here we'll the object light rays will meet, and here we'll get an image. This image is behind the mirror. That's why what we can say, it is virtual image. It is virtual. Okay, virtual image. Then virtual always will be erect image and enlarged. Virtual erect and enlarged image. Enlarged image. Okay, behind the mirror we can obtain. Behind the mirror. That's the position of the image behind the mirror. Whereas the object, we can say object between focus and pole, F and P. We have got image. We have got a virtual image which is enlarged and it is behind the virtual erect and enlarged. So we have got different types of images formed by a concave mirror. Okay, so depending upon the position of the object, we will get different type of images. We can get a small image. See, here we have seen small image. These are small images, same size image, enlarged images, all are enlarged images. This image is virtual image, and all other images are real images. So the concave mirror has got the ability to produce different types of images. Okay, I hope that you have understood. Thank you.